So welcome back. Nice to see you again via YouTube. Anyway, I had been thinking about this for a while. I made a video on my old channel and I don't know how to transfer them. I haven't figured that out. So I'm just going to make another one. And so if you watched it, you know I had rotator cuff surgery, plus my bicep tendon was hanging on by a thread. That was back on November 18th. So we're looking at, it'll be 4 months on this Wednesday. And the things that they don't tell you, right? So I had a student, a yoga student that happened to have the same surgery. And so everybody knew I was having this. And so she came and brought me a gift. She brought me a back scratcher. And I thought, thank you. I don't get it yet. She also works in the winery, in the wine business. So I got some wine, so that was a bonus. Anyway, if you are having, or somebody you love is having rotator cuff surgery, yes, definitely want a back scratcher, because your arm, in my case, it was my dominant arm, my right arm, was in a, what's it called, an air cast for 6 weeks. And suddenly my back was so itchy. And, you know, you can't reach it. It's always in the spot you can't reach. So if you know somebody and you love that person, go get them one of these thingies. Geez, there was some, oh, and then the other thing I wanted to share with you is, in my case, right side dominant, I couldn't move my right arm. You know, I took off the cast to take a shower, and pretty much that was it. So I suddenly became left-handed. And because of that, you know, doing, you know, movements that I would normally do with my right or with both my arms, I was doing strictly with my left. I've now, and apparently it's rather common, I've developed tennis elbow on my left side. So the good news is, you know, it'll heal, it'll take some time, but I just find it kind of interesting and kind of stupid that your doctor, your surgeon, you know, these kind of practical things, they don't tell you. So there was one other thing, and maybe that'll come to me. On the flip side of that, I wanted to share an unexpected outcome, unexpected transformation, maybe that's a good word, that happened. So I apologize, as my dog, she loves to just whenever I'm in the room, she has to go to her bowl. Anyway, I apologize for that. Mango, stop it. Thank you. So I didn't teach for 3 months, and that's a really creative outlet for me. It's really a part of who I am, a part of my giving, my gift, my talent, right? I teach spin and yoga, mostly yoga. And I couldn't really do a whole lot else, you know, because it got better over time, but it was really awkward with my arm in that air cast. They call it a bolster. So it's a sling and a bolster. I mean, I could walk and all those things, which of course is terrific. And so I had 3 months of no schedule. It was very weird. It was very necessary. The first definitely 10 days. That's when I started to go out and at least, you know, go to the, you know, I had to be driven to the grocery store. I couldn't drive for 6 weeks. And the interesting thing that came out of that, by truly stepping away, kind of like a sabbatical, stepping away from my everyday life, my everyday routine, was first of all, I reset, which apparently I really needed. You know, just feel more of a zest for life and my normal routine, you know, where sometimes I get humdrum, drudgery, like, oh God, here we go again. You know, it's, you know, Groundhog Day again, different day, same thing. Kind of a little more childlike, which is great, of course. And my self-confidence just went through the roof. And I'm not sure why, and I'm not going to question it. Maybe it'll come to me at some point. And I know most people can't just take 3 months off. And God, you know, if in any way you can, not because of surgery, in another capacity, Maybe it's not 3 months, you know. I mean, here in the States, you know, if you get your 2 weeks vacation, 3 weeks, you know, it's not enough. It's not enough. When I travel, I usually go for at least 6 weeks, you know, when I can, of course. And it's just so good for your heart, your mind, your soul, your whole being. Even and in this case, I didn't even leave. I didn't even leave town, you know, except to go to Santa Rosa to go to the surgeon's office. I was basically here where I live in Petaluma. What a gift. What a tremendous gift to just, it's not like I worked on myself. It's not like I sat down with a journal, although I did that, you know, every day, like, okay, today I'm going to solve this, you know, blah, blah, blah. No, I read some books. The dogs were super happy. So were the cats. You know, I was always here. But how incredibly necessary it is for us as people, as humans, to step away. And so I just highly encourage you. Maybe it's for the weekend, right? That's fine. That's something. Just get out of your normal routine and you start to see things through a different lens. So I hope I didn't ramble too much on that. So remember, rotator cuff surgery, this is your best friend. Probably other surgeries too. I knock on wood, that's really the only one I've had. Really hard to reach back here when your arm is in a cast. Thanks for stopping by. I know that doesn't have a whole lot to do with lean into your light, but it's all about leaning into your light, and it's all about your own self-discovery. Anyway, happy to have you. Thanks for coming. We'll see you in a couple of days.